My noble liege and madam, to expostulate what majesty is, what duty should be, why day is day, night is night, and time is time, were nothing, but to waste night, day, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad, I call it, for to define true madness, what is it but to be nothing else but mad? But let that go. More matter with less art. Madam, I swear I use no art at all. That he is mad, 'tis true. 'Tis true, 'tis pity, and pity 'tis true. A foolish figure, but farewell it, for I will use no art. Mad, let us grant him. And then what remains but we find out the cause of this effect, or rather say, the cause of this defect. For this effect defective comes by cause. Thus it remains, and the remainder thus. Is anyone lost? Lord Polonius in Shakespeare's Hamlet is characterized by his ability to speak eloquently, but say very little. This speech, for example, contains 2 points. Hamlet is mad, and there must be a cause of his madness. While ridiculous, the character of Polonius exemplifies William Shakespeare's control over language. It has been said that William Shakespeare had a working vocabulary of 54,000 words. In contrast, we today in the United States have an average working vocabulary of 3,000 words. Perhaps, before delving into the arduous task of comprehending Shakespeare's masterpieces, we should start smaller, with a well-known fairy tale, perhaps. Enjoy Triune Tale of Diminutive Swine, or The Three Little Pigs by John Branyan. In time past, though not long ago, there lived pigs, in stature little, in number 3, who, being of an age both entitled and inspired to seek their fortune, did set about to do thusly. When they had travelled a distance, pig numbered first spake, saying, "Hearken, brethren, heed this tempestuous realm. Tarry we long from hearth and home, we shall fare, I fear, not well." And so, being collectively agreed, but individually compelled, the diminutive swine set about, each to erect for himself an abode. Pig numbered 1 did construct his house from straw. Pig numbered 2 did likewise, though rather not from straw, instead from sticks. Meanwhile, unique in his imaginings, pig numbered 3 did erectus his domicile, stalwart and garish, a structure made from brick entirely. Soon, there happened along, as is frequently the scenario, and classic tale of protagonist pig or red-hooded child, a wolf. Carnivorous nature in full season, he called out to the straw-ensconced swine, saying, "Pray thee, little pig, grant me entrance." But pig 1 recalled with sage foreboding that he is mad who trusts in the tameness of a belly-pinched wolf, and responded immediately, "Nay, it shall not be, indeed, neither by wit nor whiskered jowl." Prepared for this most expected response, the wolf responded immediately, "Then steel thyself, little pig. Forthwith I shall endeavour, by employing means both huffing and puffing, to dismantle yon flaxen fortress." Whereupon there issued forth from the wolf an exhale of gale proportions, which quickly rendered straw hovel to dregs and dross, and carried aloft piglet and shattered quarters both. Exposed now to claw and fang, piglet 1 made haste, wolf in pursuit, to the stick-festooned sanctum of peccary secondary, causing pig 2 to cry out in dismay, "Well, this knots my knickers. The marshalling of feral wolf to my doorstep is nowhere among those endeavours, amiable or congenial. 1,000 pardons would seem the wolf's maneful breath has purged me of home and sound judgment alike." The mighty maelstrom of wolf's exhale shattered second swine shack and shortened his sanctimonious scolding simultaneously. Lo and behold, stand we now amid wooden wreckage, tremulous and vulnerable, with nary a strategy for eschewing the canine devourer looming in deadly proximity. Strategy? While 'tis noble to contemplate tactical particularities, pressed as we are with a time constraint forbidding detailed strategical conversations, I would urge we run! Whether by their own fleet-footed competence or the wolf's winless attitude, the diminutive swine arrived at their ultimate kindred neighbor's inexpugnable brick ingress unscathed. Upon the door, and with urgent hooves they pounded, calling out, "Unbar this entrance, and with haste we beseech thee!" The third pig, hailed from the American colonies, and possessing a vocabulary substantially less robust than his impromptu visitors, responded, "Say what?" "Seek we sanctuary," they implored on the verge of hysteria, "lest we fall forthwith to the ravenous appetency of yonder approaching carnivore." Still confounded by their importunate words, Pig 3 did render ajar his portal, whereupon 1 and 2 spilled forth and collapsed beyond the threshold, enervated. "So y'all just wanted to come in? You could have said that." The sinister hiss of the wolf could once again be heard outside. "Pray thee, little pigs, grant me entrance." "The wolf!" "Wolf? What do you suppose he wants?" "He would seek to gain purchase within. Indeed, he would occupy this very alcove where he afforded but the most meager of opportunities." "Right, I'm just gonna go ask him what he wants." "Under no circumstances," squealed 2, flinging himself bodily against the portal. "There is naught to be gained accosting external opponents save our own immediate demise." "What'd you say about my mama?" House and occupants were again engulfed in a malevolent blast of wolfish wind. The foundation shook, the frame rattled, and lo, to the astonished eyes of piglet and encroaching scoundrel alike, stood the third pig's lodging, undaunted. Aghast and dismayed, Pig 2 queried of 3, "How does against such relentless and torrential onslaught this domicile endure?" Pig 3 puffed out chest, tapped a hoof to the hearth, and responded, "It's American made."